welcome. I'm Ellie Lucas, Development Officer for the National Activity Providers Association and lead on this year's National Day of Arts in Care Homes. I'm so pleased to be here celebrating the National Day of Arts in Care Homes as we lead up to the National Day on the 24th of September. This special day is all about showcasing the creativity and connection that the arts bring to people living and working in care settings. I am delighted to be joined by Gale, an activity provider who earlier this year won the Arts in Care Homes Award at the National Activity Awards. Gale and her team now work alongside an artist in residence. They've built a vibrant arts presence in their home, and they run monthly art open days, and they're actively involved in this year's National Day of Arts in Care Homes. Gale, thank you so much for joining us. I wondered if you could start by telling us a bit about yourself and your role within your home.
Okay, I've been doing my role. I've been doing for 3 years, and it has been a very rewarding role that I've done. And I come up with all the ideas and stuff, and it's been really rewarding.
Absolutely. I mean, what inspired you to bring the arts into your home in the first place?
What inspired me was I realized that a lot of our residents were maybe past artists, and they were, doing things like in activities, arts and crafts at home and that. But obviously, circumstances change. And when they came into the care home, I didn't want them to feel that that was their past life, I had to think out the box and do things that it was manageable, but was also very matured. So that's what started me, to do my research and bring in things that the residents could cope with and they felt that they could achieve.
Absolutely. I mean, it's all about helping people to continue to be who they are and express themselves. And I think you do that amazingly from the things that I've seen across your Facebook and your social media and hearing it from yourself as well, which is wonderful. But let's talk about your amazing achievement earlier this year. How did it feel to win the Arts in Care Homes Award at the National Activity Awards?
I felt very honoured that somebody had taken the time to nominate me, and obviously they had to write down everything that I had done, and it was very humbling. But at the same time, I realized that people do notice the work that you do. So to me that was very reassuring, and it makes me continue to do my hard work that I am doing.
Absolutely. I mean, have you seen a change? There been a change for you in your home since winning?
If there has been, I haven't really noticed, because I just get on and I just do it and make sure that I'm inspiring the residents and making it very interesting. So I just continue doing that.
Brilliant. I mean, it sounds like you've put so much of your heart into what you're doing, which I think is so wonderful and it's so important for the residents that you're supporting. And it really seems that you've created such a strong arts culture within your home. Do you have a recent arts activity that's really resonated with your residents?
An activity that I did was because Napa had, the music theme going. So I decided I sort of created these turntables, which the residents had to make, right? And what I did with the turntables was they needed to give me a playlist. And whilst making the little turntables, which a few of the residents did, we also got to learn what kind of music they enjoyed and all the different songs in that. So it was really, really a very good activity. And the end result was also very good as well.
Oh, wow. It does sound brilliant. And it sounds like you're really getting involved not only in the National Day of Arts and Care Homes, but our Year of Musical Expression as well, which is fantastic. And I mean, as you've said, the arts can unlock so much and can really help us to get to know people more. As you've said,
Yeah.
with getting to know the songs that they like and the music that really connects with them. That is just so wonderful. And you said about the residents making these turntables. Um, but how do they help you shape a lot of the choices that you make with your activities?
I think what I do is I try and see what their abilities are, and whatever activity that I'm putting forward, it must be able to, get their attention, because I normally take it that the time span is about an hour. So within an hour, I need to do something that has got a good impact, but also they have enjoyed it and it hasn't felt like it's been rushed. And to do that, obviously, I also try out the activities myself before presenting an activity on that day. So you have to be well organized. You cannot just come and present an activity and not be organized, because it could turn out to be a little bit of a disaster.
Absolutely. I mean, it sounds like you put so much thought into all of the activities that you do and really have the residents at the heart of it all. But also that you have a lot of collaboration within your home and within your activities. I mean, we know that you have artist in residence, Wendy, who you work with in your home. Could you tell us a bit more about the workshops that Wendy runs and how the residents have responded to it?
Okay, so Wendy is a professional artist, right? And I've learned a lot from Wendy as well. We, like sort of thought, oh no, the resident won't be able to, be able to do this or that. Wendy said, don't worry, they will be able to do it. But the nice thing is that she started off her workshops in the beginning of the year, and she did something easy, right? Because she had to learn what the strengths of the residents were. And once she realized, or saw what their strengths were, she adapted her art that she presented every month. And if somebody was a little bit poorly and obviously didn't miss one art and came to the next one, there was something that they could do and complete it. And it's really, really nice to see how that inspiration and that caring, and she's always encouraging them and saying there's no right, there's no wrong, you just do what you need to do. And you actually get nearly masterpieces out of that kind of encouragement. So it's been, I think, for somebody that's feeling a little bit down, I think art is such a good therapy. Some people just paint away and it's that calmness, and some people want to get something more out of it. But at the end of the day, I think the way Wendy does it and the way she goes around and says, okay, maybe do this or that on the art piece, right? Just they're all doing masterpieces. I can't say that there's anyone in the art classes that don't come out with, something really good what they have painted. And I think that is, the guidance of a good, art instructor.
Absolutely. I mean, art is all about self-expression and doing things that are meaningful to you. And it really, I mean, I've seen some of the work that is created in these open day workshops, and it really is so wonderful. And you really do have some very talented people within your home and within your community. Has there
Yeah.
been anything that's been really surprising or really moving about working with an artist in this way?
I think, mu- uh, well, surprise, for me, I feel where I really thought that somebody couldn't cope with it, to do the task that we have for that particular day, and they actually achieve it, um, just shows me that there is something in everyone. It just needs to be encouraged, and with the encouragement which is given by our artists, right? They do produce, and some of them don't want you to touch their painting, and that's fine, and some of them do say, okay, can you try and fix a little bit, but it's very seldom. Most of them are just so happy with what they are producing, which is absolutely wonderful.
Absolutely. I mean, the arts are so broad and varied. It's just finding that right art form and that right approach
Yeah,
that connects with them, isn't it? To really
yeah.
provide that meaning that arts can bring.
And
But
also, I think, creating the space. So we've had all our art days is themed. So either, we'll dress up or the tables are set or there is inspiration around them. So they don't walk into an art lesson and it's bland. It's not bland at all. It's colorful. The tables are decorated with the theme, whatever theme we are doing. And all that, I think, contributes to the results that we are having at the moment. So, whatever effort that we're putting in, we're definitely seeing, the excellent results from the residents.
absolutely. I mean, it really does sound it. It sounds fantastic. And as I said, from the things that I've seen, it really does sound like they're producing some amazing things that are filled with inspiration. Um,
Yeah.
But you're also very actively involved in this year's National Day of Arts in Care Homes. We've seen a few snippets of what you have planned, but I wondered if you might be able to tell us a bit more about what you've got planned for the National Day.
Okay, for the National Day, we have teamed up with Hobbycraft. So and Hobbycraft is not very far from the care home. And they have an area where you can, sort of like, tables where you can do your arts and crafts and that. But in saying that, what we're going to be doing is involving the community, the family, and the residents. So it's going to be a lovely space. We already designed what we're going to do for that particular day. It's an easy one, but it's green, so you'll see. It's really, really nice, very effective. And on that particular day, we have our local TV that are very, very interested in the arts that we've been doing in the care home, and they're going to be filming us as well. So it's really, really nice to see everything come together. Napa has provided us with the theme. We have, done all our interpretations with regards to green, and I think it's going to be an absolutely wonderful day, just bringing people together and just having that enjoyment.
Absolutely, and I think that's what it's all about this year. Well, the National Day of Arts and Care Homes in general, but particularly this year with the theme green, is all about connection and renewal and growth. And so bringing in communities and collaborating and connecting ultimately, I think is so important. It sounds like you're going to be doing that fantastically. But why do you think that it's so important for homes across the country to take part and celebrate the National Day of Arts and Care Homes?
I think that Napa takes a lot of time and effort to come up with the theme, right? Um, I also think it's lovely to see different things coming out of it because we're not all, like we are these residential homes, these homes with dementia, these, like nursing homes, like what I'm in. So everyone's going to bring something different to the table. And this is such a golden opportunity for us to learn from each other. And we can then take back and adapt it in our care homes. So I think it's about bringing people together and, like sort of the success is that we all learn from each other. And by learning from each other, I think that this whole arts day can just become bigger and bigger and bigger. And that to me, I'm already excited to think what is going to be next year's theme. So for me, green it was a difficult topic, but at the same time, it made everyone think out the box. And so many, good things have come out of it. And I think, and also for care homes that want to start arts and that, I think that you give the platform, all they need to do is work on it. And by working on it, this will inspire more and more people that, not to be scared about it, but to go ahead and, try these new things.
Absolutely. I mean, as you said before, there's no right or wrong way
No, not at
to
all.
get involved. It's just giving it a try. Art is all about
Yeah,
expression and exploration. So I think maybe if for anyone who's feeling nervous or worried about running an arts activity or giving it a try, I think as you've said, it's just having a go, giving it a try. There's so many different avenues you can explore. And as you've shown, they can have a real impact, not just on the residents, I think the whole
yeah,
community within and around the home as well. And I think that's something that you've really highlighted through what you're doing, is that community is so important, and something that like the arts can really help to build on that and build those connections.
yeah. And Ellie, also, if you think of it, if my mom has painted something and it's, that is something that you keep. And I have seen the residents' families take the art away and frame it. And, they are so proud of their mom and dad for doing that piece of art. Some of them didn't even realize the mom had an artistic side. But, life is about, we do change and we do sort of find new hobbies. And I think when you come, enter into your next phase of your life, this is so exciting that you are finding these new things that you are doing, and it's so rewarding.
Absolutely. It's never too late to try something new.
No, no, not at all.
Before we finish, I thought we could just take one question from one of the audience that are watching. We've had a few come through. So we've just got one question. And I think you have slightly answered it already, but do you find that families get involved in your Art Open days? And what has their reaction been when they see the
Family,
activity?
yeah, families have been involved. It's starting to sort of pick up where we're getting more and more families taking part. And it's really nice to see the two paintings that come out of, and each one is so proud and they're taking photos and they got family WhatsApp groups and they'll send, pictures and that. And that to me is so, so rewarding, that there's something really good coming out of it, and it's a form of achievement. So, yes, the families do enjoy partaking, in the, the group sessions. And also I find, the community, there's a lot of lonely people out there that would love to paint with a group. And this is why we advertise and invite the community in. And people come and they are actually good artists and they might be sitting opposite somebody that's not painting, but they're sitting and talking to them and painting. And so it forms, there's a like sort of a communication and talking and getting to know where I guess if that person, didn't come to our art day, they wouldn't have had that sort of connection. And it's really nice to see how new, friendships have been formed, which is nice.
Absolutely. Oh, that's so wonderful. Gale, thank you so much for sharing your story with us today. It's been really inspiring to hear about how creativity is such a big part of the life in your home, and how you're continuing to celebrate that through collaborations, open days, and of course, the National Day of Arts in Care Homes. For anyone watching, if you'd like to find out more about what Gale and her home are getting up to, then we'll leave a link in the chat below for Gale's Home's Facebook page. But don't forget, there are lots of free resources available to help you get involved in the National Day of Arts in Care Homes. There are no activities, events too big or too small. We want everyone to get involved and get creative. And if it sparked your ears hearing about Gale winning the Arts and Care Homes Award at the National Activity Awards, the next awards will be taking place in January of 2026, and we would love to see you there. Tickets are on sale now. There'll be a link in the chat below if you'd like to get your ticket and help us celebrate the amazing activity provision that happens across the UK, across the care sector all year round. But thank you, Gale, and thank you everyone for watching. And I hope you all get creative for the National Day of Arts in Care Homes.
Thank you so much, Ellie.